Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hildibrand quests of Final Fantasy XIV. We're on the last one that's part of 2.5, I believe it came out, which is kind of funny considering I'm only into 2.3 in my main game. As you can see, my next one is Desperate Times, which I kind of forget what that one involves. I think we're still dealing with the refugee crisis as far as where I'm at. In 14. I have not had a lot of time to play because all of my extra time has been going to Resident Evil 8, which kind of sucks because there's a thing going on where you can get a bunch of tomes of and basically earn new a bunch of mounts and stuff. So it's like, I want to do that, but I also don't have the time. So it is what it is. But I will also say this is also content I have never seen before. When Aimee was playing, we would watch the Hildibrand stuff together, and that was a lot of fun. But I also saw all the so I'd see a good chunk of it before. Now this is completely new to me. So let's go ahead and talk to Wymond and get this quest properly started as we find out just what the heck is going on with the man of many faces this time. Well now, if it ain't my favorite adventurer and my favorite Mithril Eye reporter along with him, tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I see. As much as I'd like to help two of my best mates, I'm afraid you've found old Wymond at a loss. Old has more than its fair share of treasures hidden in otherwise. I reckon our phantom friend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thief's got his eyes on, it's got the Sultan sworn in a right dither. Word has it they formed a regiment of their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultan sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, Milan. I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the sworn. Oi. Hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time that stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't push that pretty neck of yours. Put your pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come on, Milan. Time is of the essence. She's a good reporter. You don't really hear about that type of reporting anymore. Alright. Scholar's Walk. Okay, we gotta go to the Alchemist Guild. Let's head over there for that then. And you know what? We got him last time. I think we need to bring him back out. Let's get Wind Up Ultros out here again. And Alchemists. Oh, that's a good sign, Linky, when you're saying it's this part of the quest, because I have no idea what I'm in for. There we are. Where have I seen this man before? Oh, that's never a good sign. Halt! Only authorized personnel allowed in. It's all bugging me with a broadsword. It's the gentleman of Light's Adventuring Company and that catty but cute reporter from the Gentleman of Light. What? Well, if it isn't the self-styled Warrior of Light. Tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultan Sworn recruiter to land yourself in this position? Oh, this guy. It's been so long. True Zero says, for the tomestones, one run of Praetorium a day should at least get you something for the event. Yeah, I'm going to be trying that. So yeah. Brace your new title. Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing that gentleman light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the very depths of my soul. Like I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildibrand. The Sultan Swarm were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me. You've come to assist Master Hildibrand in his investigation, haven't you? Cor, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the mates who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best and something of a history buff, it'd seem. When she heard the thief was targeting the 4 relics of Belladia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. Let's see. Arkwing recently ran a second raid in the Crystal Tower raids 15 times because of the relic weapon quest. Well, I can say I have unlocked the Bahamut, the Coils of Bahamut, and the Crystal Tower. So next stream that we do, since we'll be finishing up with Hildibrand, will be the Crystal Tower. So that should be fun. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I trust you not to touch anything, aye? A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard, we're researching the Phantom Thief case and would appreciate any information that might shed light on recent events. The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie. If I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion here one Milan Yata, yes? Hello. I think they might be a little unpopular. I think I was recommended by Aimee when I do the Coils of Bahamut to do them unsynced. So we'll probably do that. You know Milan? As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of yours. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the Inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand. And there's Briardian. The Sultan Sworn, the elite of Adal's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Inspector Briardian, always one step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Milan, a moment if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me and don't move an elm. Inspector, what is in your... The heck? Demasking Dusk, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Oof. Hope you survive a certain coil without desperation. Yeah, I mean, it should be fine. Again, we'll be doing them unsynced just so we can get through it pretty easily. Because as Arkwing mentions, it seems to be that story is what people are there for. So once I see that story, we'll do that. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counteragent that would dissolve the disguise whilst leaving the wearer's face intact. I thank you. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultan Sworn at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. Absolutely, Lakey. I think Crystal Tower is going to be our next thing that we work on, and then we'll do the Coils of Bahamut. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Ul'dah, the last of the 4 relics of Belladia. I fear not. I've poured through the histories time and again, but the only mention of those 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare. It's either Final Fantasy 1 or 3 reference. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, each possessed by these 4 Belladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we've tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times he has foiled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths. And yes, Aaron Rules. I will also, just as a lineup for what I have planned to stream, in the after Hildibrand, we're going to do Crystal Tower, Coils of Bahamut, and then the quest leading up to the end of the leading to the end of 2.5. So those are the big things I think that I'll be streaming. All artifacts, ability, and origin have been sealed within the Royal Vault, and a regiment of our finest is assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of Damascus dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. The Blackguard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, my lady. I do not know if that'll be it. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. Yeah. The Sultansworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We'd be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Of course, it was only a matter of time. Hi, Hildibrand. Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the Damascus dust that is the talk of the palace. Ah, but you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be. This. A shame that. Oh, these two. Excuse me. Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far: the head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential. They were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh ho! This will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what are the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel, gutted with a greatsword, strangled with a subligar, mayhap. He's very excited. I'm afraid we've identified no pattern. In any event, the murderer plots the deaths of two more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Oh, apparently there's a quest line in Heaven's Ward to get the Spectacles emote that Briardian does. That's cool. Arkwing has the main story quest going. I finished up 2.2. I have started 2.3, but I've not made too much progress. I've been having the most of my attention has been going to Resident Evil Village, trying to get that all set. I'm still trying to do a review of that. So we'll get there eventually. It'll happen eventually. I've just been slow because of all this stuff coming out and other things that needs to get done. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this Damascus dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you will put it to good use. Phyllis has taken to Hildibrand quite well. Must be because of the writing of Ellie there. Story content of the post Realm Reborn stage is pretty lame. I don't know. I found this stuff involving the politics surrounding the refugees is kind of interesting. All right. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I like your gusto. Excuse me. But if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Milan, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 Sins of Sasimo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues. Clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's debasking dust to good use. I'm quite curious. This is actually kind of a more serious tone than usual. Let's see. Can relay how far have I gotten in Village? I just got the 4th collectible without going into spoilers. The 4th thing you need to collect. I just did that, and next time I play I'll be moving forward with all of that. Let's see. The issue is that stuff is mostly built up to the 2.5 stuff and shares most of its time with Primal of the Week content. That is right. I mean, hey, I enjoyed the Leviathan fight. Let's see where we need to go. Western Thanalan. Alright. There we go. Doesn't seem like they're too far off, so I'm just gonna run rather than worry about my my mount. Yeah, likewise, there's a lot of stuff in between. We're born in Heaven's Ward, and I'm looking forward to getting the Heaven's Ward soon. But at least we're getting to stream all this stuff with you guys. Flowers? Yes, and it's all becoming clear now. Our Phantom Killer is a florist who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Just what do you think you're doing? I'm the one who put those flowers there, boy. To honor the memory of me poor boy, you dare defile his memory? What the heck? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you on my own dear mother's name that your son's killer will be brought to justice. I don't know if it's a son or son. Later, Fetch Games. Take care. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. What the heck is going on? Run, or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor, poor boy. Well, Hildibrand was a zombie. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Silda? Aldal's sibling nation, which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy drought brewed by a Sildan alchemist, one with the power to turn the living into the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers, the traitor's spurn. Yes, George G., this is the MMO Final Fantasy. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through, but ye won't hear that from the Sultan's Sworn. Thal alone knows why, but they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects. The heck? The traitor's spurn. I had heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to produce such a frightening thing, just who are we dealing with here? A Sildan, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildan would know the recipe. But the last remnants of the Silda died 4 centuries ago, you say? Oh, they did they? They did. I can't do a crone voice. I'm not a voice actor. He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does, but did it ever occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? I heard the tales of my own great-great-grandma, I did, about the 4 relics of Belladia and the powers they hold. The power to exact justice. A specter of Sildiz has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all. Had the 4 warriors of light forsaken us. This is just making me think of the old crone from Resident Evil 8. How much would I pay for a full Hildibrand spin-off game? I mean, I paid full price for World of Final Fantasy, and I think that would work too. So yeah, do it. Do it. I want to see it. My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of the history books and never so much breathed the accursed name of Soda. But you did, and now we're doomed. Doomed! 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 Ha 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 ha. Cool, she's gone crazy. It's like the old man in Friday the 13th who always says, the camp is cursed. It's cursed! Well, that was weird. That bleeding whoresun's here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. Oh no, it's the hair guy with the hair tonic. The most potent hair tonic in the realm of scene. Aye, that it was. For all a fortnight before my flowing locks fell out all over again, and just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand. Just a twist a knife and extra ilm. Wow. Monteblanc! Monteblanc! Charlatan! I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls. It's all coming together. We're meeting everybody we've met over the course of all these encounters. Can I relay my thoughts on Final Fantasy XIV? It's a lot of fun, but I have not gotten far enough in the game to declare it the best Final Fantasy game in years. I would generally say I think I still enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake more, but I completely believe it'll get better as we go along. And there's there's so much content here. It's really good. Sibling strife. It's all becoming clear to me now. That dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotting flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Gross. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Our Phantom Thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. What the heck? As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul, that it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of the Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage his rancor. Let us begin our search at the Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Silda might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Briardian. Whatever knowledge has been gleaned at the guild, it will not escape my inspector's eye. Alright, to the Thaumaturge's Guild. This one still feels a lot more serious than the past Hildibrand quests. Hildibrand's still as silly as ever, but just in general, everything surrounding him is just not that, serious. Kinda. Yep, Campani Hildibrand quest, the 5th one. Let's see, where is the... This way. No, that's to be a thaumaturge. I don't need that. Greetings, traveler. You wished you would learn of the war between Aldan, the fallen sultan of Silda. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. Hildibrand's always serious. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Aldan emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Alda's superior numbers, Seldin, an alchemist, devised a most horrific stratagem. Employing a frightful formula known as Traitor's Spurn, they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they even employed a potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it, no? It is truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against those horrors. Let's try these two. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, my friend. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught. Primeval magics, I don't think this is actually related to it. No, I don't need a... Maybe Erasmus here? There we go. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our halls to research Silda. It is a fellow student. As a fellow student of history, though, I more than welcome the conversation. Beladian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Silda. But not unlike the two proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. And yeah, we are getting pretty interesting lore. Plus, I like the source of all of our fun Final Fantasy references from across the series. Let's try the Guildmaster. What's that you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Ul'dah and Silda? I suppose I can spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. 2 scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Silda weighing knowledge and power. Ah, that's why it's... Is that why it's all? Whatever. But the power sought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah in prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Silda knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does this say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Silda, Ul'dah and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you will see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient? But I have said enough already. Interesting. Hey, Cornflakes, how you doing? We are getting some interesting history. Alright. Maybe this guy? Researching the ancient feud between Ul'dah and Silda, are you? Most impressive. Young people these days show so little interest in learning from the past. Anyhow, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still, to the birth of their mother nation, Belladia. The 5th Astral Era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi. Excuse me, gotta sneeze, I think. Excuse me. Which brought the great floods of the 6th Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thanalin, where they would found the nation of Belladia some 8 centuries agone. Wow, we are getting a lot of lore. Honestly, Cornflakes, yes. I do think Final Fantasy XIV would be good for that. And, you know, meme aside, it is really easy to pick up and start playing. Imagine a government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might that have wrought had Belladian civilization survived to this very day? Alas, this was not to be. What have we got here? My ever-loyal associate, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed. As it happens, I have learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. Oh wow, Walker Geller. Their lore here is related to a lot of stuff. The Heaven's Ward raids, bunch of Realm Reborn dungeons, etc. That's cool. A war of succession divides the great civilization of Belladia, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'dah and Silda. The two nations coexist for some generations until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Ul'dah's superior military might, Silda employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our Phantom Thief is a descendant of the doomed Silda, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully into the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Silda statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. Yes, apologies. That's going to be the answer. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd go find yourself a shovel and dig the statesman out of the grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Silda. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scares of the fallen Sultanate. This Sildan connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Belladian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? A few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me. Of course! My keen investigator senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. Brilliant deduction. You really should stop thinking so hard. You're like the strain of brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him? My sources identified the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Yeah, I've really enjoyed the music Lackway. And I know it just gets better as time goes on. Alright. Yep, Western Danilan. Let's go. Man, when we did that battle against Gilgamesh, we got that remix of Battle at the Big Bridge. Ah, that was so good. Actually, I should show off something that I got. Did get in the meantime. I got my Butterfinger mount. Go, Chocolate Bird. There we are. And there they all are. My keen instinct tells me okay. What you got for me, Guguria? Ooh, sinister. Yes, if you got business, make it quick. My time is too valuable to waste chatting away with every stranger who passes by. Guy's in a very happy mood. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reporter with the Mithril Eye, never blinking, all-seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Oh god, Hildibrand. Me? A thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time or patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognized that voice. Everybody is coming back. Oh god, it's Derilda. Lady Derilda, well met indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair morning? Well, why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Briardian, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Guria, we can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But Lady Derilda, what about... Ah, yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Estame's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself? Oh yeah, I was in Scott's 200th episode. That was fun. Just a quick cameo. I'll say it once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, help me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. That's cool that she grew. I would have been so happy. Bye. Yes, the flying was late in a much later update from what I can tell. Alright, I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear it from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust, this traitor spurn, was it? And his cards speak of 5 victims. It got me to thinking. So 5 victims, aye, the Arbiters of Truth. The Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with the name. Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Ul'dah-Sil'dah conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge? Pray tell, what sort of knowledge might that be? Thal's balls, don't make me say no more, I've got... Thal's balls, wow. I've got a family to feed. Very well. Just tell us one last thing. Who hired you and where can we find him? Hob. His name's Hob. And when he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellswords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes at the airship docks. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Hob must be one of the killer's targets. Doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secretive, they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how that all works, but... Secret society. Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had all been zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Manderville art of parley has procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. The man's life is in danger, even as we speak. Vesper Bay. Well, fortunately... Fortunately, I still have a few of those instant transports left. Uh-oh. Well, this doesn't look good. Yeah, only 8 months. Crazy, right, Lackway? We kind of started at the perfect time. Master Hob, is everything all right? Quite all right? No, stand back, Ellie. Hunger. I hunger for your brains. Damn, there's no saving the man. Milan, do what you must. Ooh, we're fighting a zombie. Well, that was easy. Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the undead, which would seem we were a few moments too late to the scene. A message, and then there was one. It is odd to see them go straight to murder. There it is again. Something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, Nashu, there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I had this fleeting sense. A sense that someone, or something, is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again after. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector, I'll go with her. She has bombs. It's fine. If you insist, Nashu, then I give my leave. But pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Wow. Got quite the group. Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when the case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life, Inspector? Ah, Casa del Sol. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me. Ooh, do we have a couple blossoming here? A secret vow? Oh-ho! Consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. Now she could throw a bomb from the other side of the planet and still actually hit him. Still actually hit Hildibrand. Oh, I didn't realize we were so close. For some reason, I thought Limps of Limited was closer. We didn't need to use that thing. Oh well. It happens. Alchemist Guild. There we are. What you got for me, Phyllis? A fourth victim. Thal have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of the connection to the other victims? The Arbiters of Truth? No, it cannot be. Somebody, help! What's up, Ellie? Miss Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry. Oh boy. Oh, that ain't good. Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man, I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Haha, remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her. Dream, how did this get on you recommended? I have no idea, but welcome. This man wears the armor of a Sultan Sword Squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. Wait, what? The Thief of Many Faces? To think we would find our man like this. Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious deductions and a lady's pugilistic puissance, I declare this case closed. What the heck? I return this sachet to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst the gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to my cracking of the case. Oh no. No. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that you'd like to wantonly destroy? Huh. Double fake out. What is the meaning of this? Ingenious. A double disguise planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt. This is Guigu, whatever. One of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfitted him with an ample supply of damasking dust. It is inconceivable that the thief could so easily elude his grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Ooh, Hildibrand actually getting onto something. Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes perfect sense. With the Thanem thief to thank for her burgeoning readership and rise to the ranks of the Mithril Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to... Huh. Okay, we actually have a legit mystery on our hand. My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise men's whisper. It's gone. For her foul crimes against the Sultan, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye the thief of many faces and enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. And now the game is truly afoot. Pfft. Hi, Gilgamesh. Bah, what is the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we were about to make our triumphant return. Isn't that so, Enkidu? Way to cut the tension. What's Nashu up to? Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie! That shadow you saw, I think it was just a dormouse. What? To think he'd literally stumble face first onto the second mask. His good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry, yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has another trick or two up his sleeve. Oh, okay, wow, I did not expect this to get this intriguing. Alright, I'm down. I'm down. Not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. Never underestimate Holy Quest. I'm expecting. I've just got so used to them being actually, you know, funny. Never getting that serious. My ever loyal associate, we must find Miss Ellie quickly. Surely, if confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh ho, Miss Phyllis, I thought you'd already departed the company of your men, but for all the better. Shall we conduct the search together? I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than... Hildibrand Mander? Me. Mind you, it is not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened, and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties, to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan Sworn, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm until such time as the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here! Let's see how much the thief was paying attention to Nashu. Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. Excuse me. Sorry, when I voice act a lot, I tend to yawn. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. There wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse, you see. It just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. Yes, my inspector's sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us. Milan, let us split up and canvass our surroundings. I think Hildibrand's onto her. I'm very curious how this is going to go. Hello. What is this? A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. If it's water-stained, I wonder if this is Ultros. And it's completely unrelated. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. You attained a sachet of Damascus dust, and the next instant you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Godbert? What are you doing here? Oh, if it isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Milan. I was in the area on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it is the same for you? Ho, so your pursuit of the Thief of Many Faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend, or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere, anyone. Myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Manderville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. Were anything to happen to Hildibrand, his dear mother would not be pleased. I'm so curious what's going to happen next. Yeah, as a Soulcaster, as a reminder, Hildibrand did figure out who the Man of Many Faces was impersonating. He just got the reasoning behind it wrong. If the sender speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst. And yet, we have but a single sachet of Damascus dust at our disposal. We must identify the impostor beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Milan. What say you have a few words with each of them and see if aught seems amiss? Oh boy. Berail, do I mean Red Mage? I switch between 3 classes as I go through. Dragoon, Red Mage, and Summoner. But I find that the Red Mage is the best for these Hildibrand quests, so you can see my character's reactions the best. Miss Ellie is the Phantom Thief. It is the only logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Inspector Briardian told me all about it. Who'd have thought that Miss Ellie was the Phantom Thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say. It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses, this one's not half the fool his son is. I must elude him, and quickly. Time is of the essence. It's actually kind of cool to get to see the thoughts. Yeah, I can hand the helmet, but I didn't realize it at the time. I questioned the Sultan sworn outside. To a man, they insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? Father, what brings you here? Later, Burial. It's not you. Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now, if you kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend already stands among us. Inspector Briardian, I should hope you're not doubting me. While I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder Milan here found earlier. That wouldn't have to be another sachet or two lying about, would there? What remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but worry not, they should be reporting back within a bell's time. Ha, time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that that is more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. We know that, given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has only had passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Milan here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. Of all the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense, if you ask me anything too obscure, my cover is as good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times it is as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal assistant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. I am a Manderville. Man. Doing what only a Manderville can. Oh my god. Hildibrand, you were so close. From the peaks of Kurthis to Thanolin, Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector. A perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nashu. Oh my god. Hildibrand, you were so close. I've never loved you more than now, you marvelous buttonhead, you. Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... Well... Genius Inspector? She's been around him too long. She can't take it. The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Is that what she really looks like? What? Miss Ellie, you look somehow different. Now what is this all about? Man, this is good. This is really good. So who's been watching all this time? Oh wow, glamour dispellers. Nice. Seven hells, done in by a muscle-bound mountainhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Briardian, once again you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. Ooh, they were working together the entire time. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You may call me Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite all right? Why, you look like you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildon aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. That's what I was thinking the entire time. I was like, how is that possible? Also, I'm getting some Danganronpa vibes. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show, oh, and those priceless relics, was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, Aldon dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards who would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that it was Silda that turned our own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, but false arbiter. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that it was Aldal doing all that stuff. Uh-oh. Where at? You okay? So Aimee just came in. Apparently we have a giant snake in the backyard.
Like
3 feet. And snake, Aimee hates snakes.
I don't hate them, I'm scared of them.
Okay, so this is our worst fear. Should I go take care of it now?
No, 'cause I don't think it's bad or anything. I just can't go outside. I'm not the type of person who thinks all snakes should die. I just am terrified.
Well, I wasn't gonna go kill it. I was just gonna try to, I guess, get it out of the yard. I don't know.
I just can't go outside.
She said, "Can't you just go not go near the snake?" You know how it is with fear. You know something is there, you just don't want to do it. Sure. Does it look dangerous? Because I don't want.
I don't think it is. I think it's just a
Black what?
it's a black racer.
Racer. Okay. Just as long as probably shouldn't let Kiko out there anytime soon. Get in trouble.
I know that they can be helpful for the yard and get rid of pests and stuff, so I don't know if someone to get in the house.
Is there any ways it could get in the house? I don't think it can.
It is big, so it has to be big.
Yeah. Should I go try to figure out what to
No,
do?
just, no,
uh, so the outside has been a kind of a solid, Aimee's solace. We have a nice small backyard, and she eventually wants to turn it into a wonderful garden. But now there's, with the snake out there, she's like, oh god, there's snakes around and I have to, deal with that. So now every time she does something, she's like, oh god, a snake might be somewhere. So, yeah, I'll have to think of something for now. She's okay. And how's an Aussie afraid of snakes? You can't help what you're afraid of. Alright. Oh, poor Aimee. Either way, it was Ul'dah that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Ul'dah army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that the histories don't tell. The truth that this doe-eyed Sultan sworn would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalin. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you, and everyone in this rotten nation, will know firsthand the horrors of my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice. A dashing rebel waging a battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough, when they are eating each other's brains out on the streets. And went from Resident Evil to this, so that's appropriate. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Ul'dah vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. Uh-oh.
It's gone! Where is it?
Just put it up.
I can't go outside at all.
So apparently it's no longer where she last saw it, and now she doesn't feel like she can go outside at all because she has no idea where it is. Oh, poor Aimee. Poor Aimee. The sole means by which the vault might be opened? By assembling 4 secret relics from Belladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal house of Silda, before the Ul'dah dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think. One day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie powder rained down on Ul'dah. No, wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. Man, stakes got raised high. And it all comes back to zombies. How appropriate. But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland.
Towards the house. I found it.
Okay. Should I come out there and deal with it?
No.
It's coming towards the house. It's not a... Oh my gosh. Some snakes look for warm places. Just keep the house well closed and fresh. Yeah, I mean that's what we do. We don't, since we just bought this place, we don't know of any cracks that we're not aware of. It should be fine, but you know how fear works. I think not, Miss Cece. No, Hildibrand. You idiot. Just for once could you not get in the way? Godbert Manderville. I can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for a day. What the hell? What the hell? I knew it! That presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. Oh my god, it was... That mysterious figure that we've seen this entire time was Godbert's wife. Hildibrand's mother. That is amazing. And she just took care of the problem. Uh-oh. Oh no. She's even more powerful than Godbert. Oh, with a frying pan too. Oh no. Aimee, you've got to see, you got to watch this scene next, when you play next. Okay. Alright. There he is.
That's the house.
Yes, that is very close to the house. Should I go down?
No, is it bad? I don't think it's bad, but I don't know how to identify snakes.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, she has pictures on there, so... Actually, you want to post that on Twitter and ask if there's any way to identify and if it's a problem? Post it on Twitter.
I'm going to delete it after that. I don't want to ever see. I might...
Post it on Twitter and ask. I'm sure that'll be a lot more helpful than me trying to randomly Google it. We just got tangled up in here. Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? Man, she looks good for her age. There's... What are you up to, Gilgamesh? Aye, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet, is enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Milan. The time for our final confrontation is nigh. What the heck? This is just all happening at once. We got snakes, we got Hildibrand's mother. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is the greatest sequence I've ever seen in my life. Do you have potos for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, Milan or something, was it? True fear. Hildy's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet ya. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I come out a bit too strong at times. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-arse husband here, and look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't you? True fear. That was amazing. God, I forgot we hadn't even accepted the quest yet. Man, took out everybody. Took out everybody. Holy crap. Well, we went from a super boss to an ultra boss. And we thought Godbert was scary. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Sorry, I hit the desk. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy. A phial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tatter of oversaw rags, and a phial of twice distilled water. Sintgat at the markets stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry! Once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I will search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nashu is still alive. We also have Ellie making things even worse. Ouch! Ouch! That smarts! Ye gads, Hildy, you're looking none too hard to yourself. No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Milan here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? Oh my god. With the Hildibrand family existing, I have to wonder how the calamity happened. And that is a very good point. So Aimee just texted me. It's a black rat snake. I'm not sure if that's a bad thing or not. But of course, my lady, Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Got centuries, was it? Come now, Milan. There's work to be done. I love that little extra stare from Enkidu. A piece of... Gotta say, Godbert and Julian look pretty good for their age, considering Hildibrand's age. Alright, need to get the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. That was amazing. Let's see. Kelly and Castle, non-venomous constrictors that feed mainly on rodents, but also on frogs, lizards, birds, and eggs. Thank you, Caslo. Well, lives for... Aimee just sent me the notes on it. Apparently lives for 10 to 15 years. So, it's a constrictor, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so if we have any mice, it'll take care of those. That's something. Alright, Stint got... What you got? Oversold rags, you say. I fear that have only a single tatter left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly my own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Gah, and you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look what we have here. If it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. Oh, hey. Finally meeting these two. Again. No outdoor cats. True Zero says, apparently snakes don't like the smells of smoke, cinnamon, cloves, onions, garlic, and lime. Oh, apparently... So, when we bought this place, it does have moles, and it does eat moles, so we might not have moles anymore. We just have this one snake. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. Ah, perfect. Thank you. My lady, you are far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Milan here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm a woman who pays her debts. See, Hildibrand helped everybody along the way. Thought it'd take me if that wasn't a Villa the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Well, I have half a mind to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. Sweet. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Milan? And with this, our task is done. Now let us find the traitor named Guest. I want, I hope there's a wind-up Hildibrand's mother. That would be amazing. Chamber of Rule. Yeah. There he is. Who are we going to meet this time? The blundering Manderville boy is on his last legs. He needs something of mine to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gil for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be a happier and wealthy man. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you. You do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Ouch. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion in that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. Teeming with Gilgamesh. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, milady, may I have this dance? What the? Okay, we're back here. Look who it is. Arabella. What a lovely surprise. Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector. Well, if it isn't the Lapis maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to preening fops and scruffy adventurers and share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and an honor both, my lord. Yes. Provided you first provide my good friend Milan with the bottle of twice distilled water, what that he seeks. I got him laughing in the background. Crap. You know this man? Bah, if that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? Milan is the name of my character, yes. Thanks, Arabella. Still think Amy's character is cuter. I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival, but to think he was so beloved he was this beloved by so many. Clearly, this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Milan, let us deliver those goods while there is still time to save them. This set of quests is just amazing. And Alchemist Guild. Wait, it's not right? I thought this was right. Oh. No, still Chamber of Rule. Crap. Whoops. Honestly, if they brought his mother along, they wouldn't have needed friends along the way. She was trying to teach him how to be self-sufficient. And leave it to Godbert. Did not go well. Where'd all the others go? I trust the two of you wouldn't dare come back empty-handed. Bloody brilliant. I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Well, sorry. I honestly do not want to get on the bad side of Godbert. So, yeah. Now stand back and let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Thal, you bloody bugger, guide my skillet. Crazy culinarian and a crazy blacksmith. Aye, that should stop its spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. I mean, he did survive Dalamud. Hildibrand's only 23? Wow. Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Oh, Nashu. Yes, I'm sure it did. Milan, Word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sildin ruins. We must go there with all haste. You've done well by my boy here, my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the seven hells are you standing around for? The future of all dolls at stake. Milan, my strength is yours as well. For Alda and our friend Hildy. You remind me of my husband. What with you having more muscles than sense? If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the market to bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. I am a warrior, not an yes, my lady. How is he? Wait, so he was 17 during the events of the original Final Fantasy the 1.0? That's crazy. I say, Enkidu, the burden we must bear is simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Milan. That said, the events of today has given me cause to reflect. Milan and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends tried and true. But alas, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known, and she is long lost to me. 18, yeah. You are a fine bird, and I have been given have given me great comfort in my travels. But you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Milan could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Oh no. Ye gads! What was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? The crystals, where have they gone? Oh no. Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice! Could it be? My faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so? Oh, we're getting true Enkidu. Oh, baby. We are getting true Enkidu. Her last vow. Oh, look at this! This has to be the end. We get wind up Hildibrand. If Clockwork Hildibrand doesn't quite roll off the tongue, both Minion of Inquiry and Mammoth Extraordinaire are acceptable alternatives. And we get his Manderville coat and bottoms. That is amazing. I am so happy about that. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around in the Silda excavation site with her mind set on turning Alda into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Alright. Need Central Thanolin. Let's go. Yep, met Hildy's mom, and she is amazing. I think I know what we'll be wearing for the Heavens Ward Hildy quest. Ooh, I like that idea. And we're off. Hey, Phyllis. We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her, but that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair. It's filled to the brim with the traitor's spurn. One misstep and the consequences could be dire indeed. You're our only hope, Milan. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I'll only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Milan. Surely if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it is you. With the chant mode and say in your keyboard, Ellie. Whoops, accidentally typing rather than moving. There we are. Oh, I have a flying behemoth now. I just have it randomized what actually comes out, just to keep it interesting. I thought we were friends. Alright. Oh. I actually just have to type it. It's not a command. It's just calling out Ellie. Signing. It's weird to see her without her hat. Milan, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cece is already in custody. Surrender now, and I will see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cece and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now, stand down or suffer the same fate as the Aldan dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. Ooh. Well, that's disturbing. There's too many of them. Battle stands. All in a day's work for a Manderville man, and now it's hammer time. Oh my god. Holy crap. Dang. Way to go, Gilgamesh. He's so happy. You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. He's as good as 6 foams under. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy and you do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Thal's balls, is there no end to them? I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? And just nods. It's a shame to lose you, Milan. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions. Began with zombies, ends with zombies. Of course. Of course. Hildibrand saving the day. Oh, bald dude's here again. And hey, when darkness falls and their hope fades to despair, 4 warriors of light shall descend in the righteous glare. Bugger me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? That pose. No, these are not the 4 warriors of light that I see. Oh my god. They are the 4 gentlemen of light. My god. Just so, my good man, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? Oh my god. Wow. Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snowballs tonic or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I rip them clean from your bloody head. Oh, hello there, Mr. Eleazar. Cora, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Look at him losing in the background. Impossible. The holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Zombiebrand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. I love this. An immunity to... I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Briardian, you said there was something you would tell me when all was through? I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone with whom I intend never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I will be there. What say you? Might take a while considering she's just playing genocide. Fell for her all because she saved him from a fake trap, but a misinterpreted trap. Oh my god, him over there. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Dahl was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history, but know this. I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Briardian. You killed 4 people. I still love you. Smiling. Ahem. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you're quite done playing Cloak and Dagger, I require Milan's presence for a matter of far greater importance. Aye, the time for our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. He's like, really? Why the long face, friend? Ah, but mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune? Look at that smile. That's a precious boy. Ooh. Could it be the Treaty Blade? And the true one at that? None other, and I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. Ah, but I must speak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend? Yay! Classic Enkidu. Oh, he looks awesome. I'll be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent? Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, but 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend, nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu. Oh my gosh. He created a new primal, and the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. I get you. Milan, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet, I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, and I shall await you at Aimee Keep. Yeah, look, they need to look at each other in the same way. That's relationship goals. 'Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the Treaty Blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu! To the skies! 2 against 1. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come on, Milan. To Aimee. This is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. No, you're good. I'm here. Oh, but of course, I near forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Milan, you are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. Oh my gosh. The zombies. The least incompetent associate. Instead, my time in this land was not a total loss. My experience here has taught me an important lesson. That this world and the fools who populate it rarely, if ever, abide by the principles of logic. Most importantly of all, I leave here with a vow that has given my life new meaning. Him. Ah, it's so cute. Except she's a murderer. It wasn't personal. Whether or not to replace the fallen is a decision for my superiors to make. In either event, we have to renounce my position. How about Cece? World-class culinarian. Oh, apparently the upcoming fight has 3 blue mage spells. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, nope, accidentally ended up in a fate. All's well ends well. Milan and Hildy's undead acquaintances were kind enough to make an appearance at my request. Who'd have thought zombies could be such gentlemen? I reckon it must be my son's good influence. Alright. Aim to Poor Keep. Let's go. I have not done anything with the blue mage yet. Let me see if I can. All right. I wanted to show this off one more time. Butterfinger mount. We go into the battle with the stoutest of friends. Snake molt. Oh, how fitting for Aimee's troubles today. And look. Already so many people here. Oh, Hildibrand did not go well, huh? Ahem, is that you, Milan? Pray forgive me, I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I'll be concluding my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Milan. Yes, just going ahead. I'll be along directly. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Dragoon. Just because that's what I'm used to. We'll remove the helmet. I want to be at my best. And let's go ahead and invite to a party. Welcome, everyone. All right. Anybody else want to join me, or should we just go ahead with these with Kinem and Jimmy here? Ready for more chicken time? As a reminder, we're on the Bolos. I love Kinem's Enkidu over here. Oh, okay, we got Sten here. Here we go. Online. All right. You haven't done this fight. Have you unlocked this fight? You might not be able to take part if you've not unlocked this fight yet. Line. We'll find out. All right. I think that's probably everyone. We're running out of time for my usual stream time, so we're going to just go ahead and get this thing started. Let me go into the duty finder. Let's see here. Where is it? Battle in the Big Keep. I'm not seeing it though. Oh, here it is. Jeez, having a heck of a time. There we are. Oh, you actually unlocked it yesterday. Perfect. Oh boy. All right. Well, if there's any more that can want to join us, because it'll still, it looks like it's another 5 minutes at most to get everybody we need. So we need a healer and 2 more DPSs. Will it be a hard fight? I have no idea. This is my first time doing it. In the meantime, the Manderville. Let's see. It's a toughie. Are you free, Linky, or? Oh, yeah, we got another DPS. Let's see. All right. You don't have it unlocked on the ult. That's all right. But we got it. We are set. Love the music. At long last, we meet again on the battlefield. I dare say Enkidu shall come to enjoy our tussles as much as I. You, however, might not find this one so enjoyable unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. Ha! Alright. Looks like... I guess I'll go for... Go! Oh, get in out of that. Dragoon is my favorite class to play. Okay, it feels like we're not doing any damage to the Gilgamesh. Should we be focusing on Enkidu? Was it good to distract Greg? Oh, crap. Alright. Gotta go after Enkidu first. Got it. I don't think everybody's gonna be able to revive us, and there's a lot to do. Oh, Enkidu's healing Greg. Dang. Alright, we got this. Gotta keep them apart. Alright. Alright. Doing the ready check. Gonna beat on this chicken. Let the craziness commence. We're so close to killing him. Oh no, my chicken. Ugh, my chicken for 16 seconds. Oh god. Come on, get me back. Alright, he's down. Time to take out Greg. Bonds of our friendship so fragile. Alright, part 1. Love this music. Me, runaway hob, and I was seeking out a more suitable spot to celebrate my inevitable victory. But enough exposition. Now we fight like men and ladies who dress like men. Yes, they got the line. I'm so happy they got the line. For Gilgamesh, it's transmogrifying time. I'm so glad they had the line from 5 Advance. Oh, damn. The mightiest warrior ever to grace the Eorzea stands before you, by which I mean I, Gilgamesh. Prepare yourself. Oh, hell yes. Now we're talking. Let the chaos commence. Iron Chain. I'm gonna go around back real quick. I'm gonna keep a hold of my jumps for any time a chain like that shows up again. This is definitely a much more intense fight than the original one against Greg. This is so much fun. I love this fight. Kind of reminds me of why I just why I got into this so initially. This is just so cool. And the fact against Gilgamesh with this music just makes it all the better. Oh good, more dragon heads. And yeah, I'll be sticking with the main story quest. We'll be going through all this as we go along. Don't you worry about that. Basically, this is what next session is going to be like, since we're doing the Crystal Tower. So that'll be fun. I accidentally pushed the wrong number. Yeah, I knew that was going to get hit by that one. Yes, we did it. Good job, team. To think my full complement of arms would avail me not. Oh, I want Enkidu. I hope I get Enkidu. Oh, no more hijinks from Gilgamesh. You have my word. The Treaty Blade, too, I shall return, just as soon as I remember where I hit it. Anyway, I yield to your unparalleled presence. Spare my life, I think. I'm so glad I went Dragoon for that. I am a much better Dragoon than I am a... Let's see, who's going to get Enkidu? Quifa Lin. Darn. Gonna have to do this quest a few times if I want to get that Enkidu one. I'll join everybody. Hold on. Hey, I got Ultros right off the bat, so I'm not gonna be too upset. Alright, that's enough dancing. Let's head out here and see what we got. Finish this off because I'm already gone over what I plan to do. So let's see what we're in for. Oh, look, it's other Enkidu. Not. Hi, I lied again, like a rug. You can not take that fusty old blade for all I care. The first of true power, and not save the strongest of swords, will suffice. Warrior of Light, you have proven a worthy opponent, but I warn you, treasure every moment with your weapon. For as sure as day follows night, the hour will come when I claim it as my own, till we meet again. Chicken ending do is transformed into primal it could do? Oh, wow. Alright. Let's talk to Hildibrand, and this will probably finish it up. What ho, Milan? Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once, and we shall deliver the coup de grace together. The battle has already been won. That is triumphant news indeed. Clearly the lessons you have learned from me have not been for naught. And what's this you say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in the nearby wood? Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again? What class uses the gunblade? I believe it's just... What is it? The gunbreaker class. Milan, what news of the primal and the treaty blade? Remarkable. I knew the Warrior of Light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildibrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade. Such design, such craftsmanship, at once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I found the inspiration for my next masterpiece. Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasures of lost Silda. To think they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud. And just how did you come to know of these long-lost relics? There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our dear grandmother, and now she's asleep again. Well, it was. It spoke of the 4 warriors of light, their 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. Ah, well, I wouldn't have given to see it. The ultimate achievement of the greatest mages this realm has ever known. And just what sort of incantation is this? The ring casts open the doors of justice. The wise man whispers of a verdict true. Iziema's virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior of light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak, "Blade in hand, I swear unto you." The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens. Over here, friends. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Oh my god. He is going to stab himself with that sword. Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade, and the real one this time, I swear unto you. Yes, yes, just like that, I swear unto you. Then... Oh no, Hildibrand's a warrior of light? My word, whatever is this odd tingling sensation? Ridiculous. Hildibrand isn't a warrior of light. He's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his own bare hands. It would seem the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. No, the light. Someone stop it. I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon. Oh my god. Unbelievable. And there he goes. Skyward ho! You know, that's the only way it could end for him. Well, I dare say that proved to be a most useful incantation indeed. And so the light of justice that shone from the treaty blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. So the legend ended. I must say, I never expected it to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been as much use to us after all. Inspector! Oh, Inspector, wait for me! Falls balls, Hildy. First you almost die in your poor mother's feet. Now you fly off to God's nowhere without even giving her a kiss goodbye. Oh my. Ho. It appears that a case of wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand, as it has many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the time comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art. So in the end, the Sildon incantation of legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but by a gentleman of light? Well, the treaty blade is some 6 centuries old after all. Perhaps it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. The magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Belladia. It was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. To think that I would see it with my own eyes, it's nothing short of a dream come true. He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case, and still he manages to make a girl's dream come true. Can't read. A gentleman to the end, the bloody bastard. Utterly unbelievable set of quests. Love it. And there he goes. Oh man, we're going to meet him in Endwalker. He's going to the moon. What's this? A giant in the corner of my eye. A curious scent wafting on the winds from a glint in the corner. From a far-flung land, do I smell a case? Off to Heaven's Ward! Worry not for me, my friends, for wherever the wronged one for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there, till we meet again! And off he is in Heaven's Ward, which we'll pick up another time. In the meantime, the Hildibrand quests are complete. Amazing. Well, moonwalking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hildibrand will return? God, I hope so. Get him in Endwalker. We needed one last card. Oh my god. I'll be there for you. And with that, we got ourselves a new outfits. We're going to put those in the armory chest for now so I don't lose track of them. Let's use our wind-up. And there he is. Though he has once more taken to the heavens in a selfless act of sacrifice, Inspector Hildibrand lives on in the hearts of all those whose lives he touched with his inimitable brand of gallantry, perception, and panache. Wind him up and let him follow you as only a Manderville can. So many Enkidu's around me, but hey, at least I got Hildy. Look at that handsome boy. Oh yeah, I need to use the orchestrion roll. And this is an extra con I sent. I just haven't used it. This is from a wedding I was invited to. Going to celebrate. Just a little bit of celebrating here. And end off with a meteor shower. Yes, I did get a new emote. We'll show that off here soon. Alright, let's take a look at our emotes. Finally, we got our... Whoop, actually I clicked off. Beautiful. All right, everyone. Well, I've gone over what I plan to do for this one. So next week, hopefully, if barring anything crazy going on, but next time we do stream Final Fantasy XIV, we'll be taking on the Crystal Tower. So if you guys have a character that you prefer to use, I'd love if you could join me for my party, and we can work our way through that. So that'll be a lot. I should be a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me for all the Hildibrand quests. They were nice and crazy, and I loved them. Can't wait for Aimee to do these as well, so she can take all of them. Thank you all so much for being here, and of course, be sure to subscribe to Good Vibes Gaming for more Final Fantasy XIV content. Again, there is that free trial. Check it out. It's not just a meme. It really is that it really is that nice. These Hildibrand quests are in there. I'm still not done with the Hildibrand stuff. Max Specs, I've played Final Fantasy 3 up until the final boss. Never could beat the final boss, but I'm familiar with everything else in that game. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.